Make this progress on my 8 megabyte memory card. Is what I do. One kind of fun thing about having like external memory cards is that, you could bring it over to someone else's place, pop in your memory card, and then there's like your save data and stuff. That was one kind of fun thing about having memory cards. Alright, let's see here. So is this just right into the boss battle, or was it like one more level and then it was the boss battle? Because I do not recall here. Let's see. Yeah, explore the mines, and then it's the boss battle. Oh, I need the Roman candles on this one. Okay, well, I should have enough monies anyway. Whoa. I should have enough here. Whoa, pigpen shop. Yeah, Roman candles. Let's go ahead and do that. Thank you. I guess I'll equip those, because I guess there's things that I need to use the Roman candles on. Is the case. So if memory serves, there's finishing this off, then there's like the last like full section, and then I think it's just final boss if memory serves. Like, I could be wrong about that. This really isn't a particularly long game. It's just like, hey, here's a campaign of a whole bunch of different missions of different types. Then here's like the PvP kind of mode and stuff like that, and just generally be a kind of fun pilot battle fighting game thing. Well, how do you classify these? Air battle games? Plane games? What would you call them? Because there's lots of different games of this kind of thing. Like, I have another PS2 one. I think I have Heroes of the Pacific in my on my game shelf, I believe. Whatever, like, the genre is for that. Just plane fighting. Just enjoy, like, a good cartoony version of that kind of genre of games. With, like, fun PvP and, like, a decent campaign that doesn't overstay its welcome, you know? Just kind of gets right to the point here of, here's a bunch of missions that you can play with, like, the replay value of collecting the balloons and the letters and stuff. Okay, so, wait, am I targeting what am I targeting here? These, it looks like. Okay. So that opens the way over here, it looks like. Yeah, so this is gonna be really tight, considering it's a flying game, and I'm going through tight cave corridors. But that's fine. That is a-okay. Just a way to kind of up the intensity here a little bit. Make it kind of engaging. Guess I'll ignore that one turret on the roof. Whoa, get rid of the tank here. Whoa, a bunch of stuff going on down here, it looks like. Whoa. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. I've screwed myself. I've screwed myself. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? This is bad. Okay, let's just turn around, get my bearings here. Oh, there's a tank back there, too. Please tell me this tank gives me, like, health. Destroy tanks. That tank did seem to give me health. Nice. So I better get this other tank here now. Whoa, I was going to do a cool. Never mind. Okay, then this guy, please. My rate of fire, for having 60 shots, my rate of fire isn't super fast on the Roman candles. So I can probably just keep on spamming it, like, as I continue to fire. So I should be able to. One. Was there puzzle elements here? What do you think it means, Snoopy? I think it means one. That's what I think it means. And it's a green one, so I guess, like, the color is important. That's nice how it, like, puts it right on the side of the screen. How many video games have I played where you have to memorize, like, some sort of numbers or codes, and the game doesn't really jot it down, and you have to keep on going back to the spot where you saw those previous numbers to, like, remind yourself, like, either remember or just keep on going back and rechecking it. Like, why can't more games just, like, slap it on the side of the screen and be like, yep, there it is. Like, easy to just look over at it anytime you want. So that when you need, like, all the things to crack the code, like, it's really easy just to look to the side. Not have to backtrack and be, like, all annoyed at your backtracking. Trying to figure out what the things are. Okay, be gone with you. I want you to get on out of here. Was this the way that I came in? Oh, these are different ways. This is faintly familiar, and you have to go, like, down different paths or something like that. Oh my god. This is the way that I came in this way, I think. Yeah, so I went in the green door and saw the number 1. Which means I gotta go in the other doors and see the other numbers, and then there's gonna be, like, a code. That's what that surely means. I gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down here. You're playing this on real hardware with a capture card? Yes. This is not my primary PlayStation 2 controller that I used as a kid because, like, my original one died. This was always my Player 2 controller. It is a transparent controller. So, like, I'm wired in. Remember when they made see-through controllers? So I'm playing with my see-through controller, where you can see, like, all the stuff inside. This is how I'm playing. I can show my actual PS2 under the desk. I have a PS2 Slim. This is what I have. There. Oh, God. Where's my trouble light? You can't see anything. What? Trouble light. I have a battery-powered trouble light. There's my PS2. My PS2 Slim. There's my PS5. And, like, the most ungodly amount of cables you'll ever see in your life. But yeah, this is what I'm playing it on. I'm just jacked into port 1. There's my 8 megabyte, like, memory card. You like this sticker here, by the way? I got this for free at a gaming event when I was dressed up as Luigi. Give him the good old gluck gluck, or whatever the heck. It can't quite see on this crappy camera. But yeah, there's my PS2. So I'm plugged in there. I unplugged my PS5 temporarily, so I could plug this in. It runs up this way. It goes through an AV to HDMI converter, and it's being powered through, like, a USB hub that's connected to, like, my desktop. And I just took the HDMI cable on my PS5. I was like, I'm not setting up a new HDMI cable for this. I'm just using my PS5. So the AV cable runs along the ground. It goes to this thing that turns it into HDMI output. And then the HDMI cable runs up. It runs to my capture card, which is here. And then I just do, like, the normal capture kind of stuff like I always do with console games. So this setup goes, like, it is on original hardware. It goes through a converter, through my capture card, through my computer to see, like, the video ultimately at the end. So it's going through 3 things here to deliver the original experience. But yep. Yeah, good old PS2 Slim. Never had a PS2 original. This is my first ever home console. I started gaming on PC with things like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I remember I got a Battleship game from a cereal box at one point as well. I played a decent bit of that game. I played a bunch of SpongeBob games on PC as a young kid. But the first thing that I got, like, really, really into was, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon games on PC. And that was how I started, was as a PC gamer. And then my first ever home console, I think it was, like, a Christmas gift one year or something like that from my parents, this PS2 Slim here. And the games that they got me with it were Sly 2, and something else, probably just like one of those jam packs of like a bunch of demos or different things is what was probably otherwise with it. And then I started playing the shit out of Sly 2, and that was my introduction to home console gaming. So, you know, previously playing on mouse and keyboard, but this being my experience of, you know, plugging in the controller, playing around with that, plug in the memory cards. Maybe things don't always work and then I have to pull them out of the ports and blow on them and then put them back into the console. This is my introduction to console gaming. But I guess you could argue that I was a native-born PC gamer originally, but sometimes it's fun to do some console stuff. Wondering why the resolution was so bad? It's just real hardware gaming. Yeah, like usually when I play older games on the channel, I usually play it on PC. And like, I enhance the graphics to make it look like really pretty and bootyful and stuff like that. When I play Final Fantasy VII on the channel, as I'm continuing to do that, I'm one stream in right now, I have original graphics mode enabled on that, so Final Fantasy VII will look kind of bad as well, just because I kind of want the authentic original feel of that, especially before I play the remake games. So that's one where I'm playing on PC, and I could make it look a lot better. I could also use mods on PC to make it look like the most amazing thing ever, but I don't want to. So, exception to Final Fantasy VII, most older games that I play on PC, I will usually run with like a bunch of graphical enhancements and really bump them up. Like anything on like the Nintendo DS or 3DS even, which isn't that long ago, I'll like really bump up the graphics and make it look like really crisp and clean. But for this, I wanted the authentic feel. So there's things to attack over there. I have no idea what they are even. Oh, now I can make out that they're driller bots. I don't think that they were even loaded in a second ago there. But like, I could play this on PC, like bump up the graphics to like 1080p or 4K or something like that. There'd be no point in that. I can't stream in 4K. But bump it up to like 1080p or something, and things would be super crisp. Whoa, I'm getting caught on the pillar here. What is happening? I died. Okay, well, I got friggin' sucked into the pillar. That I don't remember that ever happening to me as a kid. The pillar giving me the suck there. Alright, time to redo this little section here. Oh wait, no, I start at the beginning. Alright, I went through the pink way. So, what the heck is this here? Oh, there's a thing to destroy here too. So let's go ahead and destroy that and get part of the code. 2. So yeah, sometimes I do really like bumping things up and just getting like the best visual experience we can. Other times, I just want like the authentic experience. Like there's things like 3DS games like say Fire Emblem Fates where it's like I can get the authentic experience, but like who really cares? It's not like it's that old at this point. Like who really cares about seeing like the true native graphics? It's just like, yeah, it's a thing, I guess, but like it's not like it's that much different. May as well make it crisp and clean and pretty and stuff like that. Whereas something like this, you play on original graphics and it is a very, very different game feel. As you're seeing, there's like red enemies, so you know that there's enemies over there. You don't actually know what they are until you get closer just because of the way the resolution is, you know? Like, so kind of putting it into the context of the times here. Like, just barely make out that that's a tank over there. Having the little health bar icon definitely helps as well. Okay, yeah, so that's where I enter the code. So I still need a blue one. So I might need to go through a blue door. A fun fact, the PlayStation Holiday 2004 demo disc has a bug where if you play the Beautiful Joe 2 demo, it wipes your memory card. I wonder what I wonder if my PS2 Slim was part of a bundle and like one of the things that it came with. Because I remember getting like a bundle of a bunch of things. So I need a blue one. I need a blue thing for a code. Wish I had a CRT for my PS2 and Sega Genesis. Same. Trying to play Echo the Dolphin at 240p on a 65-inch television that stretches the image into widescreen sucks. Yeah. I mean, even this is a little bit of a stretch here. I mean, we used to have a pretty widescreen, massive CRTV down in the basement. Like, now it's replaced with, like, a big flat screen. And we used to have, like, an old 4x3 CRT as well. Like, this is a bit of a wider resolution. You can tell that doesn't quite reach the edges of the screen. Like, it's a little bit more evident here where my camera's going off the edge a little bit. That side, it's harder to tell, especially on, like, YouTube, where whatever space isn't being used is just black. But, like, you can tell when something is written in the chat, like if I write test, that there's extra space there that isn't quite being used. So, like, I don't know how stretched this is. Like, how did they do it back then? Would it be like games are 4x3 by default, but it becomes stretched a little bit if you're playing on, like, a wider CRT? Because we had, like, a really big, wide CRT. Like, massive honking thing that I used to play stuff like this on. So I wonder how exactly that worked. But yeah, this is very much not reaching the edges of my monitor. So I need to go through, like, a blue door or something? Okay, so right here. I gotcha. But I think when the day comes that I move out and I, like, make things like a gaming room and stuff like that, where I have, like, a whole bunch of, like, consoles and, you know, set things up in, like, a living room type space, pew, I would very much like to get, like, a CRT. Like, have a modern TV on, like, one corner of the room, but then in another corner of the room, just have, like, a CRT. Like, even if it's just, like, a small 4x3 thing. And then that's where I set up consoles like my Wii or my PlayStation 2 and stuff like that. Or if I ever get, like, an original GameCube, then I would set it up over there. Like, maybe I'd buy my cousin's old GameCube off of them one day. Like, at my uncle's place, there was a whole bunch of, like, old gaming equipment that his kids used to play with, like old Xbox 360, old GameCube, stuff like that, just like all their old consoles and games. And all that stuff recently went over to my cousin's place and is just sitting in a bin, just in case, like, he ever wants to set it up with his kids. And I've offered to my cousin's older kid there, like, I'll trade you a Wii for the GameCube, because I have 2 Wiis. So but I don't have a GameCube. I've never owned a GameCube before, so then I need to go through the pink one. So, like, I don't know, maybe I'll trade him a Wii for a GameCube one day, and then I'll have, like, an original GameCube to play my GameCube games on. I've always just played my GameCube games on my Wii. Might be fun to have an original GameCube. Or maybe buy it off of him. I think if I ever got that stuff, it would definitely not be for free. It would either be, like, sold or a trade. Or I offer some other console, like a Wii. Or just buy it for X amount. give the kiddo some money. But they have a Wii, they have an NES. I think they have a SNES in that container as well. I know there's an Xbox 360, but I already have one of those. But it really depends on, like, how attached to it are they? How convincing can I be? Like, what kind of deals can I strike Pew, 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 pew. What do they want for it? And then eventually just get, like, a room with, like, a whole bunch of cool hardware. It is really hard to tell what the hell the numbers are with this resolution. There we go, I did it. Find out what's inside Snoopy. But I really would love to have an old CRTV and have just, like, a section for things like PS2 and GameCube and stuff like that. I think that would be awesome, you know? I very much want to set that up one day. I know it depends on the TV, I'd imagine, like it does with modern ones. Yeah, I guess so. Can the Nintendo Wii just play GameCube games? Yeah, it can, and that's how I always played my GameCube games. But it's just kind of fun having, like, an actual GameCube sometimes too, and having the cube. So, that's why I offered doing, like, a trade there, because I already have 2 Wiis anyway. I have, like, my old Wii, and my Oma's old Wii, because back when there was the whole Wii Fit craze of, you know, Wii's getting sold like crazy, and everyone getting Wii Sports and getting Wii Fit and stuff like that. That's all it was used for there. And that second Wii at my Oma and Opa's place, because I used to always spend time over there in junior high school, because they lived, like, right next to where my junior high school was. I used to walk there after school and just hang out there, and then whenever my mom was off work, she would come and pick me up. So I would be at my Oma and Opa's place for, like, a couple hours after school every day in junior high school, and during a lot of, like, my elementary school as well. So I used to play games on that Wii. Like, sometimes I'd play some GameCube games. Usually it would be Wii games. The main things that I played when I was over at my Oma and Opa's place were Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword and Pikmin 2. Those are the big, like, games I had played a shit ton of while I was over there. Because, like, my favorite Wii games are probably those. Mario Galaxy was definitely another favorite. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 I really quite like. But the ones I played like crazy at my Oma and Opa's were always Skyward Sword and Pikmin 2. I played the shit out of those there. So, you know, that console got a lot of use for more things than just Wii Fit and Wii Sports. And it was me playing the shit out of Skyward Sword and Pikmin 2 on that console. But apart from that, it didn't really get a whole lot of use. So I just have 2 Wiis is the case. So, you know, I've offered to trade it for a GameCube. Just that way, then I have a GameCube and a Wii. And then they can still play their GameCube games over there since the Wii is back compatible. That's why I figured it seemed like a fair trade and stuff like that, because it's not like they're losing the ability to play any hardware. They just get an upgrade. And my little cousin has expressed interest in, like, replaying some Wii games that he enjoyed as a kid and stuff like that, and they don't have a Wii at their place or a Wii U or anything like that. So, you know, maybe one day I'll like, once the day comes that I move out and I am, like, setting up, like, my gaming space and stuff, and I start seriously considering more of what consoles are going in there, then I might follow up with my little cousin about, like, so, about that trade offer, can I convince you to trade me that GameCube for one of my Wiis? Because that seems like it'd be a great deal for both sides, right? But yeah, I want a small CRT, maybe 15 inch or so for your Commodore 64, that'd be pretty fun there. What I find astonishing now is how expensive Wii Sports is. Is it? Let's see here. Wii Sports. Selling? If I just say Wii Sports and then I click on, like, the shopping tab or something like that. Wii Sports disc only, $25. Wii Sports with the case, $40. eBay, $85. 15% off Walmart.ca, $200 Wii Sports. Wii Sports Resort, $130 on Etsy. The prices seem a little bit all over the place here. Man, the Wii had some real slappers of games. Wii Sports Resort was pretty great, too. I should do a playthrough of Wii Sports Resort on this channel one day. Maybe that's what I should play with Finn if he comes here during Fragapalooza after all. $25 for a loose copy of Wii Sports. Yeah, when every single Wii had a copy of it. So the only people that would, like, want one are those that get, like, a Wii without it, like, secondhand. And it's like, yeah, it's definitely surprising. But Wii Sports Resort is, like, a thing with, like, a bunch of two-player kind of things. And it is actually a really fun, cool kind of game. Bring, like, a couple Wiimotes and stuff, and bring the sensor bar and all that. I'm sure I could convince Finn to play something like Wii Sports Resort with me. He's very much the kind of person where whatever I want to do, he'll go along with. Like, and he's told me that before, is like, hey, you know, I trust your judgment. Like, we do stuff that you suggest and it usually ends up being good. Like, so I'll go with whatever you suggest. So I could potentially ask him if he wanted to play Wii Sports Resort with me. That might be kind of fun. if he's at Frag 2025 and I'm trying to like see some stuff to do together. We could just play Wii Sports Resort. That'd be fun. But yeah, did you know there's a Wii Play 2? I actually did not. I played the shit out of the Wii Play tank game. Like, Wii Play 2. What? Oh, this motion thing. I remember seeing it. Wii Play Motion. I never got it. I remember briefly hearing about it. Oh, look, there's balloons by my Google profile. I guess that just lingers there or something. If I turn on Display Capture 2 over here. Oh, maybe it doesn't linger. It was going on for a little while. But I guess it let up now. Yeah, and this is all stuff with like the Wii Motion Plus or something or other here. Okay. Yeah, so Wii Play was 2006. Oh, that came out the same year as Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Interesting. And Wii Play Motion was released in 2011. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Corazon Veggie Garden Skip Skimmer. When it came to Wii Play, my favorite thing to play on my own was always the tank game, and my favorite thing to play with others was always the air hockey, laser hockey it was called, where like you point your paddle at the screen, so you can like make it fly across the screen like crazy and just send the puck flying. Like that was fun. I remember that being a fun time. Yeah, what if Finn comes for Fragapalooza and then I just like end up playing a whole bunch of random Wii crap with him? That'd be kind of fun. Honestly.